Once we get them on the phone, I have an 18-minute video that I use. I wanted to shorten the curve, you guys. I decided I needed to disseminate the information. And so I have a video. Steve and Gina have a video. Scott and Renita, use your upline leaders video. And it's 18 minutes and it paints the picture of what we've got, what we have our hands on. It talks about the product, David, everything that we need, and then about the business. Mm-hmm. And you want to show them both. Because if you don't lay out the buffet, if you don't put out the smorgasbord and you just talk product, well, you're not going to have anybody that wants to build the business and they wouldn't even know. So you have to show the product and the business, and then they can decide what's best for them. So when I call you, Steve and Gina, I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to text you something real quick. I want you to open that. I'm going to be right here. I want you to open that and watch that. I don't want to talk in between because there's some powerful information in there. It's 18 minutes long, and then I'll answer your questions at the end. And the thing that I like about doing this is, guess what? We have a video 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I've got people in South Africa showing the video, and their leader is doing what we call a connect call or a three-way. Yeah. And so, yeah, we still use Zooms. We still plug into all the Zooms, right? We still plug into everything. But this is another tool in your toolbox that you have available. You have Steve and Gina's video 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Guess what? If that person's available now, let's do it. Let's not wait till Thursday. You guys, the reason we don't send the video, I don't know when they watched it, if they watched it. It doesn't really show I cared about them. I just sent them that and hope that maybe they're going to be interested. No, I want to show them I really, truly care and love about them. And then I immediately can do a connect call, a three-way call with somebody in my upline that's successful to do what? Edify me, I edify them, then I'm quiet during that three-way call. You let the person you're connecting with do all the talking, because if you start interrupting them, you just took their expertise away. You let them be the expert. And what does that three-way call, or we call it a connect, do? It gives third-party validity, credibility. It lets them see that they're going to get help, that there's a bigger picture. And it shortens the curve. You guys, if you send the video to somebody, guess what? Now you've got to go chase them to figure out when they watched it. Now you're texting, calling, have you watched it? Did you look at the information, right? So, and it's all about, when I do a connect call, it's not about me talking. It's about me asking a few questions, telling them how honored I am to meet them. I'm so excited. Jay and Amy told me all about you. I couldn't wait to meet you. And I get the best part. I get a call you a new friend, hopefully, and find out, what did you see in that video that caught your attention or interested you the most? And then I'm quiet and they start to talk. So I'm just going to tell you what we found out in all these years of the industry. People are people. And if you tell them you're bringing someone on, they're going to go, oh, no, 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 no. They think you're bringing in the closer. Well, guess what? I can't close you. I can't close you. I don't know you, right? I don't know their friend. They don't know me or trust me. So I say at 17 minutes. Oh, and let me set this whole thing up. So Jay and Amy text me and say, Teresa, we're showing Bob tonight at 7 o'clock. Are you or John available for a connect call? And I want 2 to 3 sentences about Bob. He's got a sickness or disease. He's money motivated. He's entrepreneurial, what he does for a living. I want to connect with Bob, right? And then Jay and Amy are going to text me and say, video started. Why do we do that? So we know the appointment stuck, right? Mm-hmm. Then I know in 17 minutes, the phone's going to be ringing. So they're calling me before the video's even over. And guys, here's what I tell our people to say. I say, you guys just say this. I am so excited. Bob, you've got to be as excited as I was the first day I saw that. That information was absolutely incredible. We don't know what we don't know. And guess what? I've got my good friend and business partner, John or Teresa, on the phone, and they said they couldn't wait to meet you and are just here to answer any questions you might have. Teresa, are you on the phone? Hey, I am. So then they go and edify Bob. They edify me, and they say, Bob, this is Teresa. Teresa, this is Bob. And a lot of times they interrupt, and Bob will say, Teresa, it's so nice to meet you. It happens all the time. They're excited to get their questions answered. You guys, nobody has in the world what we have. We have
No.
something so special with this and so life-changing. Everybody needs this. Everybody needs this. They don't know it until we show them they need it. So once we get all their questions answered and I've edified their leader and there's no more questions, I say, Bob, I am so excited that Jay and Amy have shared this with you. They are incredible people. You already know that. You know that they have a love and a passion and a servant heart to help others. They're going to get you started right away. Wherever you're comfortable. I cannot wait to hear your testimony on the product. And on all the calls lately, I can't tell you how many people we have got enrolled to come to the event. I always mention the big event. Guys, we have, 19 days left until the big event. Keep pushing. It's the last few people that you get in those seats that end up being your biggest builders. Don't think it's too short a notice to get people to this event, to get there to Sunday to hear Steve and Gina's training. It's a big deal. And so then we do what you and Gina do. We have applications printed out. So I always say, have an application on your desk so you can get their information. They saw the 3 packages, and I call it good, better, best. Look, if you want to dip your toe, here's this one. If you want to open the comp plan and you want enough for you and your wife, I suggest at least this one. And if you're an all-in person like my husband and I, and you want to build something big and you see the power and you're like me, you want the best price, I'd go to the route at the top. I'd take the premium. And so that's what we did. We just get them started. But I tell my people they have to ask for the sale. They just did everything perfect. Now they have to not be afraid. I always say to them, so how do you see yourself getting started? Don't say, do you want to get started today? No, they can answer that yes or no. So how do you see yourself getting started? That's a question that they have to answer. But I want to tell you something else we like to say is, and I'll usually have a piece of paper, especially if I'm in front of them, with them at the top and a leg on the right and the left. And I say, hey, I know as you were watching that information, you were thinking of 3 or 4 people. Weren't you? And they say, yeah, okay, what's their name? And they always pause for a minute, like I'm going to know them or something. I may know just their first name. Well, I was thinking about my mom, Betsy. Tell me about Betsy. Do you think we could get this in front of Betsy today? So we already get them going towards that out of the gate in 48 or left and right by Monday night.